So Ali Hallab then of France is coming next against Guillermo Rigondeaux of Cuba. Now just a bit about Hallab. He's actually a graduate of university. He's a sports teacher, and he won a silver medal at the European Championships and qualified to the Olympic Games. But very surprisingly, lost in his first round bout against an Algerian. Bronze medalist on the European Championships in 2002. And he's good to watch, by the way, Hallab. He knows how to get in close. And this year has been very successful, winning titles from 3 different events. He's won 90 times in the amateur ranks and lost 21. But Guillermo Rigondeaux is an incredibly experienced boxer and reigning Olympic champion from Sydney and Athens, world champion in Belfast in 2001, Pan American champion 2003, 6 times national champion, and Alan, it says it already.
Incredible. Yeah, I was just going to say, Steve, it's incredible what record he's got. I mean, you don't get it these days. I mean, well, he's got it, but he's got to be something special.
And he's only 25 years of age, still got another 10 years.
Yeah, only a baby. Puts his punches together lovely.
He does, and the Cubans are hoping he becomes the first Cuban boxer to win 4 Olympic championships. You remember that, of course, Felix Savon, Teofilo Stevenson and Laszlo Papp won 3 apiece. Could this be the man to go for?
Well, yeah.
Well, the French lad looks out of his depth here. And they reckon Rigondeaux's got the perfect defence, and of course a punch to match, as we've seen.
And a southpaw.
Indeed, another southpaw.
Very confident, the Cuban. But it's entitled to be, with those string of records behind you. It's unbelievable.
Back in 2000, by the way, Rigondeaux was named as the Rookie of the Year across all sports in Cuba. He was tipped to be the best. And they weren't wrong, were they? No knockdown there. And worth mentioning, by the way, that while the bell ends, a good round there for Rigondeaux. In Sydney in 2000, he won his opening bout in just 23 seconds. I remember that very well, having, of course, been there at ringside. And also knocked down his semi-final opponent twice before winning on points. And in Australia, when he won the gold medal, it was on his birthday against the Russian veteran, the former world and European champion, Raim Kurmanatkov. So very, very good form on Rigondeaux's side, and I can't see Ali Hallab upsetting that here.
How old is he, Steve, the Cuban?
The Cuban is 25 years of age.
Yeah, it's incredible. They start off boxing in Cuba when they're about 4 or 5, and they go right the way through, winning everything. It's incredible what they do.
So Guillermo Rigondeaux Ortiz is his full name, but the boxing name of Guillermo Rigondeaux in action here in the blue against the Frenchman Ali Hallab, who's 3 points behind. He's still in this, Alan, isn't he?
I mean, it's only the second round, Steve. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, Glago's putting his punches together. I mean, very, very experienced. You can't fault the guy.
Yes, he's very good at what he does, Rigondeaux. And well, Hallab, I think he'd be happy with a bronze medal after this particular outing. Yeah, smooth mover, hard puncher.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful what he's doing. 3 right hands in, and he's just, taking his time and just flicking punches out as he wants and when he wants, and scoring.
And this, of course, the second of our bantamweight semi-finals here today from Mianyang in China. And the winner of this one, we're going to face Rustam Rahimov of Germany in the final. And I've got to say, Alan, I fancy Rigondeaux to win that.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Steve. I mean, you know, but what we're seeing now is complete class.
Last time he lost, by the way, was against Agassi Mamedov of Azerbaijan in Bangkok, Rigondeaux. He wasn't too chuffed about that either. Good punch picking this from Rigondeaux.
Every punch that the Cuban throws is spot on. Whether it be body shots, the jab, the hooks, they're all connected.
France, by the way, are represented by their final representative here in Hallab.
I tell you something, the Frenchman's having a go. The Frenchman boxed very well towards the end of that round.
Yeah, but he's still losing. And Cubans had 8 qualifiers in the semi-final stage. Russian 5, Kazakhstan 5, Azerbaijan 3, Uzbekistan 3, Bulgaria 2, USA 2, they both gone, Germany 2, Italy 2, China 1, China, Tajikistan, Hungary, Korea, France, Romania, England, Belarus, Ukraine, Egypt, Brazil and Croatia all left with 1 apiece. Britain, of course, England I should say, represented by Neil Perkins in Liverpool. He's going a bit later on today. But we will be bringing you Neil's semi-final contest live here on British Eurosport, of course. So round 3 coming up the halfway stage, and Guillermo Rigondeaux of Cuba looking pretty decent. Bit of an understatement that, I suspect, Alan. So a 5-point lead then for Rigondeaux coming out for this 3rd round. And another guy who's very, very good at what he does.
Yeah, it's a brilliant technician.
He's just knocking out this jab, 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 jab. Then he, of course, he'll use the left cross.
Yeah, it's not scoring, but then all of a sudden it's throw a right hand, which is spot on, right through the middle. But give the Frenchman his due. I'll tell you something, he's trying all the time. The Cuban slips up, he'd be in trouble.
Yes, I'll go along with that. And Hallab looking to be quite a strong individual, isn't he? Last remaining French survivor in the semi-final stage here. Well, it's interesting, they're getting a bit of a telling off by the referee on 2 occasions now in this round. And like you said earlier, Alan, a very professional attitude, isn't he? And style.
He's been around, you know, he's been around a while, and you know, he's the championships he has. It's his confidence. It's you know, he's done it all before, many times before, and there's no reason why he can't do it again. He's very good, the Cube, very good. Got some lovely punches.
He really has. We've just left Hallab there lurching over the top rope. So will he become the first Cuban then to win 4 Olympic championships, I wonder? Or the first man ever to win 4 Olympic championships? Savon and Stevenson with 3 apiece. And of course Laszlo Papp with 3.
Yes, unbelievable. I mean, you know, when you think the class of amateur boxing today is phenomenal, and to, you know, win all those titles and medals, it's brilliant. See, just poking out with that jab, 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 no power, then a sort of right hand straight through the middle.
Yep, and a dozen points in front, of course, at the end of round 3. So we've got 2 minutes to go then to see Rigondeaux book himself a place in the final, providing of course he stays out of the way of a big punch from Ali Hallab of France. Replay coming up here from round 3. Just reminding the winner of this particular contest will take on Rustam Rahimov of Germany in the final. And I've got to say, this guy's my favourite. Despite saying that, Rahimov's a very good boxer.
Round 4.
So really just a case of staying out of trouble here for Rigondeaux. Now what on earth?
Oh, what they've done, they've given the Cuban a public warning for something. He went down in that far corner, but I don't think it was a punch, it was a slip.
Very strange there. And by the way, public warnings cost you no more than a point. In a tight contest, of course, that's very, very hard to bring back. Well, it's good stuff this, and it's very competitive in this final session too, isn't it? But a massive lead here. Still 12 points for Rigondeaux, who's picked up a public warning in the final session, but he won't worry about that too much.
That public warning's given the Frenchman a hell of a lot of confidence. What the public warning was for, I just don't know at this stage.
It's all academic anyway. It won't affect Rigondeaux's opportunities here. Well, we're inside the last 20 seconds now, and a big win this. A big win for Rigondeaux, because Ali Hallab has tried very hard here, but Rigondeaux looks awfully relaxed, doesn't he, Alan?
Yeah, but you know, he knows, I mean, the Cuban now knows he's so far in front, he hasn't got to do anything, he's just got to move around, go behind the jab, and be a little bit careful.
Well, a cracking win there for Rigondeaux, but a cracking left hook, I thought, from Hallab right, well, about 2 or 3 seconds before the bell.
Right at the end, yeah, and that is boxing, anything can happen. No matter how far you are ahead on points, one punch, that's all it takes.
So let me just remind you, the bantamweight final will feature Guillermo Rigondeaux of Cuba and Rustam Rahimov of Germany, and that's another very, very tight final, which will be bringing you, of course, live tomorrow on British Eurosport early in the morning. So remember to join us. Get up at 7 o'clock. Get up at 6 o'clock. Here we go then for the official verdict.
The winner is blue corner Ortiz from Cuba, win by points.
Good win then for Guillermo. Here we go then. This